Okay, part 3. So last I was talking about is my experience right around my birthday. One of my essayers who happened to be a really close family friend with my dad, and I had come out about it, and my family rejected me, basically. Alright, fast forward, state got involved because my mom was homeless at the time, and they're like, well, reaching out to my family, like, will you take her? Will you take her? But nobody wanted to take me in, so I'm like, cool. So, that leads me to my next story about my first foster home. I started out at the center called Children's Inn. I don't know if I can necessarily talk about that, but it wasn't really bad there. It was just kind of a waiting period until my first foster home. And then I went to my first foster home. And right around this time, I think a little bit before this, anyways, it was like right around middle school. I used to get bullied, like, really bad. Like, and when I say bad, I mean, I was such a loner, such a loser, and so badly hated. Honestly, I don't know why. There's these girls who got in this little circle at the park across from my middle school, and they wanted to jump me and stuff like that. And one of the girls happened to go for my neck with a knife, and I put my hand up and ended up cutting my fingers open. I actually have scars, like, I don't know if you can tell. I have rolling nerve right here because there's nerve damage, and then I don't know if you can tell in this light, but anyways, so there's the fingers that got cut up. I almost died that day. I had to walk all the way from the park to the middle school. It was probably just barely a little bit after school. I had pulled this rock out of my pocket and I threw it towards one of the back exits where janitor was cleaning. And you know what he said to me? Don't get blood on my floor. It was coming out like a river. And as soon as I went in there too, like, the staff members were like, put it underwater. And so I was, and it was coming out faster than the water was. Like, that's crazy. So I ended up calling the ambulance. I passed out for a little bit of blood loss. And didn't know there was nerve damage till I got to the hospital, and they're sewing me up. And they're trying to put Novocaine in all my fingers. But it wouldn't work. But I'd feel them shoving Novocaine in my fucking fingers. And anyways, I'd feel every stitch that they did too. And oh my god, it was brutal. And they're like, yeah, you have some permanent nerve damage there because they had sliced a lot open. I was like, ah. Yeah, I don't know what their vendetta was with me. So anyways, I went to my first foster home, and she stuck me because I had left that middle school and went to another middle school. I'll talk more on that foster home in part 4.